Well, welcome to the next episode of the bus build. Today I'm going to go over the flooring and the window covers. I bought a remnant from the hardware store. The remnant that I was going to buy said it was 10 feet by 14 feet, and I thought that was about perfect because the bus is 8 feet by 12 feet for the back part that I was putting flooring on. When I unrolled it, there's way more there than they said. And I was doing this by myself. So I had no idea which way was the long way and which way was the short way because when I measured, I couldn't tell for sure if that was going to be the short way or the long way. And then I ended up having it the wrong way. And I had this huge old piece of flooring all bunched up and wadded up. And I was trying to turn it. And it was quite a fiasco. I did eventually get it all figured out. And another thing that I did that I probably would have done differently is I left the couple of passenger seats in because by that point I was really tired of taking them out and putting them in and taking them out and putting them in for different projects. And so I was like, okay, I am not going to take these things out again. And so I ended up putting the flooring in with those seats there. And I think it would have gone a lot better if I would have taken the seats out. But overall, I'm really happy with the flooring. It's easy to clean, and I like the looks of it. It's got a good texture and pattern to it. Flooring's done. The bull nose on the end. Looks really nice. That was a self-adhesive one. It's metal. It was really easy to put in. The flooring itself. Found out I suck at doing that adhesive. Got it all over myself. But at least up through the middle I like how it looks. Over the wheel wells, it's going to take a little bit of finesse. Underneath the seats here, you can kind of tell maybe I had a separate strip of flooring running under the seats and over that wheel well. And I didn't quite get it in straight. So I ended up with about 1.5 inch gap at the front. And a seam right underneath a very heavy traffic area. At least I assume it will be, getting in and out of seats. So I had this little rubbery stuff that I bought a while ago. Didn't know for sure what I'd use it for, but it looks really good here. So I just glued this down, cut out the notch for the seat post. But it serves to cover the gap that I had up there between the pieces of flooring, and also little reinforcement over that seam so the kids walking in and out don't tear up that seam, hopefully. I am going to put a little bit of an edging around the bottom. Alright, I've got my window covers in. They're not 100% perfect, but they're blocking out most of the light, and they are painted black on the other side. So anybody trying to look in would just see mostly black. You can see where I have some light coming in around the edges. I just used some little hooks. And again, it's not perfect, but it's gonna work. So I've got 2 hooks there, 1 hook there. These pieces were all made from what I had to cut out. So it's bright light. That pink foam board have whatever the thickness of the wall is at that particular location. So it's 1/2 inch here by the seats with my 1/4 inch plywood glued to the top. And again, it's all the pieces that I had to cut out to have an open spot for the windows. And then you can see there, painted black. And the reason I did 2 pieces is so that I could cover the bottom and leave the top open, because I do have a screen that I have on the top here. I have it, I put some magnets, and it looks like some of my glue has failed, so I'm going to have to redo that before next year. But I have a screen over the top part because this is a sliding window up here, and then I have no screen down on the bottom. That way I can open up the top and not have bugs coming in. But that's also why I have two pieces here so that I can cover the bottom. And I have hooks, well, eye hooks. And then the bottom is covered, but I can still open the top and have that fresh air coming in there. And this is kind of our parked setup when we're parked at camp somewhere. This way, you know, somebody walking by can't just look in these lower windows and see what's inside our bus, but we can still get some light and some fresh air from these open windows on top. Of course, when we're driving, we have the covers off so the kids can see what's going on out the window. And then I have another piece when I want it all dark in here. Covers the top, and then it also has an eye hook right up there, and it just kind of rests in there. And that's my window covers, and I have that on all the bus windows, even the big rectangular window in the back. And so kind of depending on what we're doing, I will have different combinations of the windows open and getting fresh air from whichever, you know, if there's one side that's got a better breeze coming, or, you know, if it's raining, I can have the egress windows in the back because they pop on the bottom. So as long as it's not too heavy a rain, I can have the windows back there popped open and let the air in that way. And so those are my window covers that, like I said, I really think they've worked out well. All right, I was going to show you how I prop open the egress windows. So I've got this piece of PVC pipe that I just used a hacksaw and cut a little groove in each side. Pop open the handles by reaching under my magneted screen. Just push it open and then prop with the PVC pipe and then re-stick the magnets. And already the breeze is coming in and it's feeling great. I've left the windows propped open like that during rain and wind and have never had any problem with it. So it works out really well.